Hello, everyone, and welcome to Let's Get Real with Real Estate. Today, we're going to be looking at some homes in Greenville, Mississippi. They are all in Greenville, Mississippi, so there's four of them I'm going to show you today. The first one just had a price cut of $4,000. It's 539 South Main Street in Greenville, Mississippi. 3 bedrooms, 2 bathrooms, 2,520 square feet. Beautifully designed 3 bedroom, 2 bathroom home offers an excellent opportunity for anyone seeking a starter home, filled with classic features and timeless style. The property is ready for someone with vision to enhance and transform it into a true showplace. So it needs work, of course. Priced as a fixer-upper, this home presents great value and potential. Contact A.I. Brock to schedule a viewing soon. It's been listed for 134 days, listed by Al Brock from Al Brock Real Estate. There's the phone number. Let's jump right into the photographs because we have a lot to look at today. Okay, so here it is from the street. I just want to say thank you for this lovely blurred picture of the front of the house. Let's do better. Okay, you got it focused, so that's nice, but we'd love to see a focused picture of the front of the house. So we have a lot of cracked up concrete. That's going to be a lot of work to get that out of there, but you're going to have to figure out something to do about that. Here's the back of the house. Now, this house is $91,750, and I don't know about you, but I think that's a little bit high. So let's go on down and see what we got. We have a Bali ceiling fan there. This must be a living room, maybe, because there's cabinets, built-in cabinets, and a fireplace. It looks like here we have wood floors, lots of windows. They should have opened the drapes and let the light in, and maybe focus the camera. So here we are with a better focused picture of the living room. The floors look like they're in great shape. We've got some lovely built-ins with cabinets there. Put your TV right up there if that's how you like to roll. Then this must be the dining room, which is probably right here off the living room, which goes into the kitchen probably. And here we are in the dining room. Looks like a ceramic tile floor, very ugly. The walls look like they need some work. The kitchen. Let's see if we go into the kitchen. Okay, here we are in. We don't know what room this is, but I don't know what that is in the floor. Ceiling fans look relatively updated. Here's the kitchen with that same tile as the dining room, so that's probably why they did that. I could handle it in the kitchen. I just really didn't care for it in the dining room, but maybe if you did something to the walls and did a better window treatment, it would work better. Here's our kitchen. There's obviously no electrical on in here because all the photographs were taken in the dark. I don't see a dishwasher. I don't see any appliances of any kind. Here's another, I guess, bedroom. Lots of windows in that room. Here's a bathroom. I think it's a bathroom in the dark. This wall seems to be mirrored. Okay, that's $91,750. 3 bedrooms, 2 bathroom in Greenville, Mississippi on South Main Street. Let's see what the taxes are. The taxes are $178. Wow, that's the lowest thing I've ever seen, I think. Well, maybe there was one for 144 somewhere. That's just unbelievable. I don't know how they can run this town. Maybe that's why your houses are not valuable. You need to upgrade your towns. Let's see if there's a street view. See, the street view is, now I don't know how old it is, but we can tell it needs a new roof, so it probably still does. But it's better than the picture that the real estate agent put on the listing. So come on, you got to do better. The house next door is quite lovely. It looks like it needs renovations, but I love the architecture of it and the stairs. The yard looks nice. You've got a concrete driveway with a carport. I love the architecture of this house. So if somebody has the money to fix it up, that's a really beautiful little house, isn't it? Okay. So that's on South Main Street in Greenville, Mississippi. And our next house is on Lake Ferguson Road in Greenville, Mississippi. And there's a lake right behind the house. I'm assuming that's Lake Ferguson, but we looked at houses in Greenville, Mississippi before. And it's like quite a bit of distance from the coast, but there it is right beside that Lake Ferguson. I'm not sure, but right now that lake looks full as a tick. So you probably have to get flood insurance here. This one's $80,000. 1749 South Lake Ferguson Road, Greenville, Mississippi. 3 bedrooms, 1 bathroom, 1439. You know, I really get worked with these 1 bathroom houses and no dishwashers. People want bathrooms and dishwashers. Built in 1958. Nice lake house with 2 extra lots and gorgeous views of Lake Ferguson. Oh, you get 2 extra lots for $80,000. That's amazing. Large heated and cooled sun porch. That's great. Loft room and much more. 73 days it's been on the market and it's listed by Chevy Davis at Riverside Realty. It's right there on the lake. That is probably just gorgeous. Let's see if we've got a oh, no street view. That is a bad, bad thing, Chevy, not to have a street view of your home. We could be looking at it from thousands of miles away and want to buy it and need to see the front. So here we are. The taxes in 2024, they've not been listed for 2 years, are 565. Now I don't know if that includes the other 2 lots because it said there were 2 more lots, so you'd want to check on that. Okay, let's go back up and look at our photographs. Okay, so here's the front of our house, I'm assuming. We have some drive-up parking over here on this side and some sort of giant fence. It looks like it's about 7 feet tall, so I'm not sure what that's about. We have a lamp here, which is cool. We have a beautiful little sidewalk up to the front door. You could put like a little porch there with some columns or something. That would be lovely. Or maybe wrap it around the house so you could cook outdoors. Now here's the back of the house. I suppose these are the 2 lots you get with it over here. So if you're getting 3 lots, including the one with the house, that's quite amazing, isn't it? For $80,000, you better snatch it up. Greenville, Mississippi. Now we have a huge, looks like a 3-ton AC unit. I don't know if it's a heat pack as well. We have, looks like a metal roof of some sort. Lots of flat land, so you got to get on that riding lawnmower and cut all that grass. Look at the reflection of the lake in the windows. And those are all sliding doors, so you could open them up and let the breeze in on a nice cool night in the fall when the leaves are crispy and orange and red and green and yellow. Isn't that fabulous? And just take it in. Now here's your view from that inside room there. That is absolutely gorgeous. I love it. I don't know if it comes with all this outdoor furniture, because this is really not an outdoor, it's an outdoor indoor room, I guess. So we have all this beautiful windows to see the blue sky and the gorgeous lakes. Isn't that beautiful? This must be a bedroom of some sort. This picture is all twisted around, but it is a laundry room because we have a dryer hookup and a washer hookup. Now here's a kitchen. This is a lovely kitchen, even if you stayed there full times. And look, it has a dishwasher. But we could do with 2 bathrooms, people. Now here's another lovely room with a fireplace. That's just gorgeous. We have a window unit here, so I'm not sure if that's just central heat or what's going on there. But that's beautiful. We have a spiral staircase to get up to the loft area. Now, depending on what's in that loft area, that could be bad or good, depending on your mode of preferredness. If that were a room that was really usable and I was going to use it, I would not want a spiral staircase. They look really nice and they're fun until you have to get something up there or you need to go up and down them a lot, and then they're not that fun. But the kitchen looks really nice. I checked that microwave. It looks like it's trying to fall out. But we have good appliances here, a nice back door. Okay, we have another sideways photo that I think is some type of pantry area. Okay, and then here's another part of that, another part of the living room. It's beautiful. I'm not sure if this is shadow or something, but if this is leaking, you might want to check that, whatever that is right there. But what a beautiful room. Get rid of that early American 70s furniture. Paint the walls nice bright white. Put some beautiful rugs down. Hate me, but I would paint that fireplace. Here's another room. I'm not quite sure what it is, but it has a ceiling fan. Looks like it's built out of cinder blocks, which are concrete blocks, if that's what you want to call them. That whole house is, I believe, which is really great because if you get protection if you need it. There's a bathroom. There's the tub in the bathroom. We can't really see it, but it's shower and a tub together. That tub looks like it's been beat to hell and back. So you might want to get a new tub or have that one refinished. Maybe a dog's paws ripped it up. I suppose this is upstairs, and you know where the I bet this is where the spiral staircase goes to, and it became exactly what I said, a useless room because it's hard to get up and down on a regular basis, and it looks like they're using it for a storage space, which is really sad because I would want to get up in there and I'd figure out how to get up in there if I had to put an elevator in. So here's your view of the lake, which is gorgeous. Unless it was a big bad storm and it was coming up into your living room, and that might not be so gorgeous. So we're on Lake Ferguson Road in Greenville, Mississippi at 1749, 3 bedroom, 1 bathroom, 1,439 square feet, $80,000. So run on over there and pick it up. So now we're going to pop over to our third house, which is at 519 Inez Street, also in Greenville, Mississippi. And this one is 3 bedrooms, 2 bathrooms, and it's 1,936 square feet. Let's go down here and see what the taxes are. The taxes are $822 in 2024. I don't know what they were in 2026 or 2025 because they are not listed. Let's see if we have a street view. Finally, we have a street view. Okay, so we have a chain link fence. That could either be a plus or minus depending on how you see it. I would want to rip it all down and get a nicer fence. If you must have a fence. Apparently you must because everybody seems to have one. Okay. I don't know if that's a good thing or a bad thing. Or maybe those particular two people that live there just feel like they need a fence, but the house across the street is abandoned and boarded up. Or at least it was when this picture was done, which says 2026, but we all know that Google is not up to date on their maps. So we have a neighbor down the street that looks like they collect garbage in the front yard. It looks like all kinds of washers and dryers. That is a problem. But the house itself is just, I think it's adorable, isn't it? But whoever lives here and here, they're scared, so they got their fences up. I'd build just, if you have to feel like you gotta have one, I would just put a nicer one, that's all. So we have a sidewalk that you could get out here and edge and make it look nice again and pretty. Apparently no one's stealing mail because their mailbox is right outside. So we have a cute little porch here. Now, I think it would be nice if you just extended that roof over to here, extend that porch over to here, and have a nice bit of a wider porch there. Then maybe do some landscaping there because you don't need wide steps. And have a bigger porch. Maybe get some central air and heat because I see a window unit there. So we have a screen porch over here, which is great. So you have a larger porch over there. You should have one over there as well. Now in this picture, I'm just going to say in this picture, sort of as a disclaimer. Um, the roof looks really good, actually. The house don't look beat up bad on the outside or anything like that. You have a nice carport that looks like you could fit two cars side by side, covered, so that's nice. And from what I can see here, it looks like it has a really nice flat backyard. So if you wanted to do some gardening, that would be nice. Now let's go back and we're still in Greenville, Mississippi, so we know where that is. Let's look at our photos. And remember, this one's 55,000, 3 bedrooms, 2 bathrooms, 1,936 square feet. Um, Now, I'm not vouching for the neighborhood. I know nothing about it, but they feel like they have to fence their yard in and put a block against the fence, maybe because there's no handle on it to keep it shut. Their driveway's wide open, so I take that as a good sign. Here's the house again from the front. I think I'd want to paint it because it's not a bad looking house. It just looks a little unhappy. Some landscaping would go a long way. I love the archway and the built-ins. The fireplace is nice. It has probably a propane gas heater in it. We have nice wood floors that look like they could still be refinished and done really nicely. That looks like tile surround on the fireplace. Kitchen's been renovated a bit, and I say a bit because I'm not sure if those are original cabinets, but if they are, they're very odd looking, especially that one. And we have some tile backsplash here, and we have some laminate countertops here, and it looks like missing appliances because something goes here. I don't see a dishwasher. There is a back door in the kitchen. I would say this is probably over here a bedroom. Here's another bedroom. The windows look nice. I like that black. That's nice. Gives it kind of an update feel. I don't know if they're painted or that's what color they are. The floor looks like it could be redone and be nice. Now this floor has been redone, and it's been redone with either a rollout or laminate LVP. I'm not sure. You can't tell in a photograph. It has a wall heater as well. There is a bathroom here. This could be a primary bedroom with an ensuite bathroom. Here's a picture of a bathroom. I don't know if it's that. It's not that one. I don't think so. There must be. That's the other bathroom off that bedroom, which is really a good thing. Um, yeah, because that's where this is. So you have a walk-in tub if you're an older person and you need that. That's a great thing to have already in the house because they're like $7,000, $8,000 to put in. And you can just walk in that tub and sit down. Now, although the tile around it looks like it could use some work, you might want to check on that. That's a great plus if you need that, if you're aging. Ceramic tile floor. Here's more of the kitchen with a ceramic tile floor. There's one that's chipped there, so they're showing you that. So they're showing you honesty by showing you that. But for $55,000, I mean, come on, you have to take it or leave it, right? We have a cedar closet, which is good for storage. There's another shot of the front of the house. The window blinds look like they've seen better days. They need to take those out if they're going to take photographs or put them down. And if you just, if you know, if ever in the world you need a reason to use AI, this might be it. Just to get rid of that fence right there for your photograph, just one. We know it's there, but still. Here's some other rooms, also with probably propane heaters. Odd corner doors. Lots of windows in this room, and I don't know how big it is, but it doesn't look that big. Here's another odd corner type angled closet situation. Seems to be a lot of those. Another bedroom. There's 3 bedrooms. And some of these rooms are just repeated. And I guess this is the front door. Oh my god, this is the exact door I had in the house one time I bought. So yeah, it has a ceramic floor. I would say that ceramic floor right there is incorrectly laid down. That looks horrible. That needs to be redone. Makes me want to check that back. See, they did it right in this bathroom. I don't know why they did that in the foyer. Maybe they just had enough tiles to do that area, and so that's why they did that. So we have this one here for 55,000 on Inez Street in Greenville, Mississippi. Now our last home here is still in Greenville, Mississippi, and it is 822 South Washington Avenue. It's had a price cut of $3,600. It is 4 bedrooms, 3 bathrooms, 3,184 square feet if you have a large family or you just like living alone in a big house and bumping off the walls and peering at people out the window curtains. This was built in 1928. There's the lot size. All offers must be submitted by the buyer's agent using the online offer management system. Access the system via the link below. Offer link to property. There's the link. To be sold as is condition. Been on the market for 93 days. Listed by Levi McCraney. McCraney and McCraney Realty. Offer link property. I guess this is the link that you copy and paste to go put your offer in on it. Submitted by the buyer's agent. Say you'd have to have an agent, but you know what? I don't care what they say. If I was interested, I'd call that person right there directly. Hey, I guarantee you they're going to be ready to work with you, okay? So let's look at a street view. Because you know, I realize sometimes with a real estate agent, if they're trying to sell a house for $68,000, they're not buying a new car off that profit, you know what I mean? Off their commission. So, and their 6% could be being split with someone else. So you have to look at it, you know. So this is a beautiful house. I'm sure it needs work, but isn't that gorgeous? The yard is beautiful. If you pull up your car here, you have a little side space to get out. So you don't have to get on the grass. If you have company, they can park there, or you're parking a third car because that's room for 3 cars. And you have a beautiful portico there to drive under and a little walkway to the front door with the columns. That's just lovely. And look at that sunroom and that beautiful hedge. It's just lovely, isn't it? Okay, so let's go back and look at our listing and see what the taxes are. We know we have 4 bedrooms and 3 bathrooms. It includes the refrigerator, the range hood, gas, water heater. That's always good. Hardwood, vinyl, and carpet flooring. The attic has an access panel, so there's no stairs. There's a breakfast area, which is always cute and fun to have. So it's really 2 full bathrooms and a half bathroom. Fireplace is a gas starter. That's good. If it's not on a switch, you can put it on one. It used to be about $300, probably $600 now. Central heating, central air. That's perfect. We saw the parking. The roof is slate, which is very expensive if you have to replace it, but you probably can replace single pieces of it, which is a good thing because it is slate. So it does last. It's built in 1928. It's a crawl space foundation. And the taxes are $962 a year. I think that's very good, very doable. Nothing crazy there. Now it pended sale once because I was looking at this house several months ago. When I first saw this house, it was listed for sale for $78 when I first saw it. Now it says the taxes were $1,070 in 2024, but there it said 9 something, so you'd have to check that out. So it's been pending sale at 71, and then it was listed again because that fell through for whatever reason. And then they dropped the price to 68, and that was July 8th. So it's recently been dropped in price. Doesn't mean you can't offer less because you put in your best offer. I don't care if they dropped it $3,000 yesterday. That's not your problem. You know what I mean? It is the price it is when you see it. So if you say, well, my best offer is $50,000, then put in your offer because legally they have to put your offer in. even if they think it's ridiculous. But quite frankly, I don't. It's been on the market 93 days. They'll take 50 grand for this house if anybody lives around there and wants to buy it, I guarantee you. So let's look at these photographs. Because even if the slate roof is in good shape, the fascia still needs work right here. I can see it right across there. You can see the siding needs work. I mean, it's not perfect. Nothing is unless it's brand new, and they're not perfect either, just so you know. Okay, there's that little sunroom over there off the living room, so that's really nice. And it would probably be really nice if you trim those hedges over there and you could get some sunlight. So this is the living room. I don't know if that carpet is inlaid or if it's just over the floor. We have a fireplace. Beautiful windows there. It looks like a green dining room. Very popular color in the 70s, maybe the 80s. There's another room with a couple of windows. Not sure what that is. It might be that sunroom that's on the end of the house. I think that's what it is. I'm not sure. Of course, the walls need painting. The floors need being done. We do have a dishwasher. We have a double oven stove, which is an odd size for the vent that's over it. That's larger. That doesn't seem normal to me. We have two windows in the kitchen. I don't know if these cabinets were renovated at some point. They probably were. This looks like the half bathroom. I'm not sure, but it might be under the stairs from the looks of that ceiling, or it could be in the attic. Here's another bathroom. Now here's something I find really odd. Oh, no. That's a window. And then this is just a like deep windowsill or something. What is that? Does anyone know what that is? At first I thought it was maybe the mirror, but it's not. It's a windowsill because this is the shower right here. That's a very deep window, and then there's a window here. That is weird. So this must be a bedroom. Another bedroom with lots of windows. That's good. Ceiling fan. Might have been a girl's room because people paint those pink. Just saying. Here's a bathroom here with windows. That's nice. The tile looks good. Looks like there's a shelf right there to put your supplies on. You'll paint there probably. Here's your stairs going up. There's a lot of painting to do. Now here's the back of the house. I'd love to see that bathroom window and how that was worked in because that was really odd. You can see it needs work. This window is completely busted out and boarded up. This roof needs completely replacing. This is coming loose from the house. There's a lot of outside work to do on this house, and that's going to be very expensive, just so you know. But I think it's a beautiful home. It reminds me of like Leave It to Beaver or something. So if you go and look at one of these houses, let us all know, like always, and let us know what you might do to it or what you did do to it. If you like any of them or you know somebody that lives in these towns, this is a beautiful little. I love this house by the lake, and for $80,000, and you get two extra lots. Can't beat that, can you? So until next time, we'll meet here again, and I'll bring you some more homes to look at, and maybe someday you'll find your dream home. You never know. One of these could be right there waiting for you. And don't be afraid of the foreclosures because trust me, banks are not in the business of selling houses. And you might be surprised. Make an offer. Always make an offer. Don't be afraid to make an offer. If it's 68, give them 58. I'm sure they'll probably take it. You know what I mean? So until next time, let's get real with real estate. I'll see you in the next episode. Happy times.